I found the masjid and I sat in the masjid. And sitting there, again, a righteous individual, he's busy in probably reading Quran, and the local people, time for salah comes, and they come and they look at him, and alhamdulillah, the sign of piety and deen is on him. So they go, can you lead the salah? So he goes, I moved forward and I led the salah. So they liked my voice and they liked that he could read. So people gathered around me, can you teach us the Quran and be our imam? So he goes, I obliged, because you know my situation is dire. And from this, Allah Rabbul Izzah sent some provision my way. So because I stayed there some time, and then I found in the side of the masjid some parchment, some writings of Quran. So I looked at it and I started to read it, and they saw that I can read. So they go, you can read and write? He goes, yes, I can read and write. So he goes, they brought their kids and enrolled them with me, and they increased my pay, and they said, listen, we can't let you leave this place, you have to stay here. And you have to teach our kids. And because you're staying here, you know, you're a young man, you need to get married. We have a young orphan girl here who has, you know, some wealth left to her. So why don't you marry her? So he says, I refused, but they insisted, so eventually I relented. And in those days, you wouldn't see your wife, you know, until later on. I mean, not, you know, until the wedding night. At the wedding night, the lady came. He looks up, and on her neck, his eyes are caught by a necklace. And he's just sitting there, be glued to the necklace. And the poor orphan girl is thinking like, you know, hello, I'm here. And this guy's eyes are just on the necklace. So she complained to the locals, and they came to him, Sheikh, what did you do? You broke the heart of an orphan, you know. He goes, no, there's a story. So what's the story? He goes, I was in Mecca, and I was walking, and I found this purse, and I opened it, and there was pearls in there, and an old man came, and he wanted, you know, and I gave it to him, and he offered me 500, and I said no, and that same pearl is on her neck. So they started to say, Allahu Akbar, Allah, he started screaming until everyone in the island gathered. So he goes, what's going on? They go, there's a story. That old man came here, this is where he was. And he used to make dua, Ya Rab, I have not seen a more decent man than that young man. Return him to me so that I could marry my daughter to him. But he passed away, and Allah Rabbul Izzah accepted his dua, brought you here, and subhanallah, you married the girl. And not only that, the pearl necklace is still within his family.